After the destruction of the world due to earthquakes, the world looked very different. There were more islands and lakes, and some continents were shrunk, some expanded. Many less developed nations were destroyed, like the Empire of the Ancients and the Meikiro-Koroni dynasty. Some survivors of those destroyed nations made new nations far away from the ruins. The former people of the Empire of the Ancients established Somalia in the Horn of Africa and brought the religion of Tigerism with them. They built the city of Mogadishu on the coast and began to rebuild. Unfortunately, the former Meikiro-Koroni people did not make a new nation and were soon wiped out. However, some people believe that they went back to the Toko shogunate, but that isn't proven. Thankfully, most of Asia and Europe weren't that damaged because the people just fled into the mountains, and after the earthquakes happened, they rebuilt their homes. However, this was not the case in the Mediterranean. Rome survived, but was weakened, so many revolts happened and spread to Greece and the Lionist Empire, causing Greece to be renamed to the Byzantine Empire, and Rome stayed the same, and so did the Lionist Empire, so not that much harm was done. That all took place between 1000 BC and 981 BC. In 950 BC, a new nation was formed north of Korea. This nation was named the Kingdom of Siberia, and its only city was Vladivostok. They expanded throughout northern Asia and became big very quickly. However, most of their land was uninhabitable due to the cold winters. In 940 BC, the Toko shogunate declared war on the Chen dynasty. Due to the Toko shogunate's strong navy, they captured most of the Chen dynasty's coast very swiftly. The Toko shogunate captured Dragon City as well, so the Qin dynasty surrendered in the summer of 932 BC. The peace deal was that the Toko shogunate got all of the Qin dynasty's coast, including Dragon City, and then the Qin dynasty would be renamed to Wuhan and would be a puppet of the Toko shogunate. The Toko shogunate expanded so they could connect their new territory in modern-day China to their Korean territories. The Kingdom of Siberia were scared of the Toko shogunate, so they sent an alliance request. The Toko shogunate accepted and the Seoul Pact was created. Meanwhile, in Europe, Atlantis joined the Hellenti in 900 BC, which meant the Hellenti's members owned most of the Mediterranean trade, making the Lionist Empire very unhappy, causing a lot more tension. Many believed that the world was on the brink of another world war, but were they right? Find out in the next chapter.